Everybody, welcome back to the channel. Let's do something a little bit different today. I actually posted on my community tab the other day asking for some questions or comments on what you people wanted to see in upcoming videos. Had a few people mention they want to kind of have a bit more information about me, so I'll do my best to do it a little bit in this video. But I think what we'll do, instead of doing a full background video for right now, I know there's been a community member, Vic, has been asking for a background video for a long time. I'm 46, so I don't know how far you'll want me to go back, but I think what will work better right now is if get some questions from people. It's always appreciated, and I'll do my best to answer them. So there was actually some great comments on that community post. So in this video, we'll answer one of them. It was from Fandom Finance, and he actually has a channel. I will link it down below. He's got some great investment videos on there as well. So go check out his channel. But he asked basically, prior to this channel, what other kind of investments have I done? How are the results of those? And basically, he was wanting to see more info about me as well. So I can kind of tell you a little bit about my investments now. I've kind of touched on it a little bit in prior videos. I always seem to add little bits in as some commentary to my regular videos, but you might not always catch them if you're not watching the whole thing. So investments. So prior to the channel, I have had other investments, absolutely. The TFSA though that I have on the channel is basically the first time I've had a active TFSA account. Prior to investing in Wealthsimple, I did have a TFSA in Tangerine. I opened it back when it was back in the ING days and did nothing with it. When TFSAs first started out, he thought, okay, I need a TFSA savings account, and you just put some money in there and it makes basically zero interest. Now, obviously, if you can see from my portfolio, we're still a little bit under on the portfolio, but it's a little bit more fun. So this is the only TFSA account I do have, but with other investments, I have been investing for ages, mostly into RRSP, which I still have, which has moved from kind of institution to institution, but as well, I did have the fortunate enough to work for a company at the time where I had a pension as well. So some of those are in, it's like a locked-in pension account as well. What I've done, I'm no longer working at that company, but I was able to transfer the pension. So I've actually moved all of my investments over to Wealthsimple. So I do have actually the Wealthsimple Invest going. I still have an RSP. I do regular deposits into my RSP. It's kind of like my set it and forget it for the most part. I'll check into it every little while, but I have some automatic payments come out every couple weeks into my RSP, which is kind of a good thing to do for long term. Helps with the taxes as well. That's sitting in my Wealthsimple Invest. I also have my locked in account in Wealthsimple Invest, just sitting there. I can't make any more deposits to it, so it's just kind of sitting there. And the reason I switched to Wealthsimple, which got me into this channel and into the using the Wealthsimple Trade app, was for fees. Now I started off just using it for the invest side, because the fees were a lot less than I was getting charged. I started to get these statements, and especially in my locked-in account, which I can't put more money into, it's just kind of sitting there and then work, gaining hopefully with the market. But I noticed I was paying a ton of fees. So for an account that's just sitting there, hopefully getting some capital appreciation, if a lot of that is coming out in fees, it's like, what's the point in having this? So I was able to transfer it over to Wealthsimple. The transfer was really, really seamless. It took about a week, which is, I think, pretty normal for a register type account to get transferred over. It took about a week to show up, but it was very, very painless transition. So if anybody has any other accounts that they're thinking of maybe moving over to Wealthsimple for that invest side, works pretty good. And they also have, like, I think, a little bonus if you bring over an account with a certain amount, you get a lower fee for a certain period of time, that kind of thing. You'd have to double check because that does change from time to time. Transferred it over, lets it sit there, and I do the automatic. I still have my RSP over there, and I do the automatic withdrawals from my account every day, and it seems to be well. The fees have literally cut in half, which is nice on a account that is just sitting there, not able to put money into. So get a bit of capital appreciation. Fees are way down. Pretty happy about that. Other than that, that's it. The TFSA and starting the channel was a lot of just more for fun, to kind of take and learn a bit more about investments. I have never purchased a individual stock before using Wealthsimple, so it was kind of this is definitely a learning experience. Obviously, some of the choices I've made are good. Some of them, as you can see and follow on the channel, are not as good, but you learn as you go. And again, with my investment and my TFSA, it's not money that, I mean, I don't want to say I don't want to lose it, but it's not, definitely, I can be a bit more riskier, I think, with it. And I'm never investing any money that I can't afford to lose, or I need somewhere else, for example, paying rent or mortgage or car payments and all that kind of stuff. So hopefully that answers that question for the investments. I've been really happy with Wealthsimple, and not to say I wasn't happy with the financial institutions I was with before. If you want more info on, you know, who I banked with or where they were, let me know in the comments below. Happy to try and answer that, you know, my experience with them the best I can. But hopefully it gives you a bit more info on the investment portfolio. Great question by Fandom Finance. I definitely appreciate that. There was a few more questions on that community post, which I will get into answering in upcoming videos. So hopefully you enjoyed this. If you did enjoy it, give me the thumbs up, leave a comment, let me know if you want to see more videos like this, as opposed to just seeing the portfolio updates. I'd be happy to give you more info the best I can. Thanks for watching, everybody. Hopefully you enjoyed. If you're not subscribed, as always, you know, hit that subscribe button, follow along, free to subscribe, like I like to say. We'll see you all in the next video.